First off, highly offensive one tonight. What'd you see out there from this one?
Yeah, no, obviously they get 2 on the power play there in the first, and then we kind of gave them some rushes in the second that they were capitalized, but our first and third I thought were pretty good. It's nice to come back and make it a game too.
You mentioned they had a couple in the second period. What maybe occurred in that middle frame?
Yeah, maybe just some turnovers, just some mental mistakes, I think. Obviously, been off for 3 days, and usually in these type of games, the team that makes the least amount of them usually wins. So it's all right, though. We'll regroup and get back home.
You mentioned battling back in the third. Brady was up on your line. What kind of worked right out of the gate on that first shift and then throughout the third as well on your line?
Yeah, no, he's a great player. Obviously, smart play on the wall, and then because he uses his speed and was able to score one, and had a few other good looks that wish would have gone in, but they're 2 good players. So anytime you're out with them, it's fun to play with them.
First time these 2 teams have played each other since last playoffs. What did you feel like the atmosphere was like out there?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's always fun. I think coming into this rink, ever since I was a rookie, I always enjoyed it. So we know it's going to be a tough, heated game against these guys, obviously with the playoffs last year. But we all enjoy coming in here and playing as the best.
Just heads up behind you again.
From the overall game here this evening?
Yeah, I thought we had spurts of good play, but unfortunately didn't get it done in the third.
You were playing on a fourth line with Xavier Bourgault. You pick up 2 points. What did you see from him, but also you're playing this one?
Yeah, I played with Borgie for a while now, in Belleville, and he's a great player, makes a lot of plays, and I saw a lot of good stuff from him, and he's going to continue to get better too.
First game for you in Toronto as well. What does it mean for you to be able to play here as well and be out there with the team?
Yeah, no, it's great. I grew up in the Toronto area. I saw the same seats my dad and me would come to the games at in warm-up, so pretty surreal moment.
First time these 2 teams have played each other since last playoff. Did you feel like there was a bit more of a heated rivalry this time around?
Yeah, I think there is a little bit of animosity between the 2 teams. I think our style of play speaks for that too. So, but yeah, you're right.
Jordan, back and forth tilt. What did you see from this one here tonight?
Yeah, it was just like what you said. It was a back and forth game. I thought we were pretty good throughout the whole game. I think the second period we kind of fell off a little bit, but at the same time we didn't get the job done. So just refocus and next game.
What's the biggest difference in the second period?
I just our lack of commitment. We weren't strong enough in our battles, and that's our identity is to do that. And when we do that, we're a really good hockey team, and we kind of fell off in the second period a little bit. So that's why it kind of caught us in the foot.
And you mentioned kind of falling off in the second, but battling your way back in the third. What was the mindset going into the third period to try and battle back in this one?
Yeah, I mean, we have nothing to lose. We're down by 3. We just wanted to get a good momentum, and we had a great response in the first shift to get the first goal. And after we scored that goal, we had belief in our team, and we tried to fight back, and we couldn't get the job done. But overall, in the third period, we were happy with how we played. But hopefully we can play a full 60 next game.
First time these 2 teams have faced off since the playoff series last year. What was the atmosphere like out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's always going to be a playoff type, hard, physical game, and I think everyone loves playing those kind of games. So we're going to see them a lot in the second half. So we got to be prepared for that, and hopefully get the win next game.
Was it one of the toughest game in front of the net, in front of your net tonight?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, they did get a lot of goals in front of the net. We just have to clean that up. We're usually really good in front of their net, boxing them out, keeping the pucks out. But they were better than us with that today. So that's why it kind of showed that they won the game. And but at the same time, just refocus and focus on the next one. Yeah, thank you.
Highly offensive game. How would you assess this one here tonight?
There was a little rust on a lot of players. I think both sides probably, they'd agree too. But I really liked our first period, liked our third, didn't like our second.
You mentioned the second they push. What was kind of the mindset behind the goaltending change and the timeout as well?
Well, the timeout is obvious. You're down and you want to settle the team down. I didn't like the 2 goals and put Levy in.
In the third period, team pushes back a little bit. You switch Brady with Perron. What was the mindset behind that, and what did you see in the third period?
Just want to make a change. I liked our third. We probably could have scored 4 more. Had a lot of good looks. But when you get behind like that, it's hard to come back.
What was the biggest difference in the second period?
I thought we turned over a few pucks, and then we got tired. It was one of those games where you haven't skated in 3 days. You're on a break. If you get tired, you're going to be in trouble. Some of our shifts were longer because we turned over the puck, not just in our zone or the neutral zone, but even in the offensive zone. And then we had, you got to back check and play in your own zone for a while.
What did you see from the penalty kill in this one?
They got two shots, 2 goals. Unfortunate that Shabby breaks his stick on the second one, and I thought we had a chance to clear it on the first one.
What about Bogo's game?
Sorry?
Bogo, Xavier Bogo, what about his game?
Yeah, he was pretty good. I liked him. Okay.